Oh, just right here from the garden. And we're back to a new Simpsons review. And if y'all didn't see the last one, go and check it out. And we have 3 episodes left of season 6. Yep, only 3 left of season 6. Excuse me, until we reach season 7. So this episode starts with Krusty, obviously. Or, the Simpsons watching Krusty and saying that he wants to go out with one of his employers, and so Mel saying that they don't do talks and during until after the show. And Bart's having to take this test, pretty much, exam, that Marge tells him, and he eats some breakfast, which, pretty much has this sharp thing which he eats, and saying that his stomach hurts, and obviously they think that, him always saying that, they think it's just some excuse, but he says that it really hurts, and Lisa's saying that maybe she's serious, and obviously Homer's like, stop your whining, and we're gonna be like a bear eating you, and telling them to go to school anyway, which Bart telling Mrs. Carbopple that his stomach hurts, and of course she doesn't believe him, because he always does that excuse. And Milhouse pretty much getting eaten by a snake, and he's still not able to do the test, and going to the nurse's office, and pretty much she still doesn't buy it until then she tells him to go, which she sees the school nurse, which is obviously the lunch lady, which we see that William also is trying to teach some class and getting some gummies, which he then passes out. And of course, Principal Skinner comes in, and they realize why Bart is laying on the ground, and more kids getting eaten by the snake, and Bart obviously having to get some surgery, having to get some appendix out, and Bart obviously cheering and wanting a hot dog, which this guy is saying, hot dogs, get your hot dogs, and the doctors are putting him to sleep, which it doesn't work at first, and then it knocks the doctor out, and Homer pretty much chokes him after Bart says this thing to him, and doctor telling him to take it easy because he just had surgery, and showing him the culprit and showing some stitches that he had, and the other kids are wanting some stitches too to miss school, and Lisa is so proud of him, and she sees bleeding gums. Yup, she sees that bleeding gums is also there, from the early seasons, and remember their great times pretty much that they had, and Lisa mentions Bart of how he's in the doctor, and obviously, wondering if he's gonna be fine, and she tells him that he's gonna be fine, and talks about pretty much what he's been up to, and Steve Allen, and his one and only album, pretty much, and saying that what happened to him after he spent all of his money, which and Krusty, the news guy talking about Krusty and these different things that has happened, and showing also framing him and claiming of how he had Bart pretty much get surgery, and he eats a piece of the cereal, but he says that it's poisoned pretty much. And and Lisa and Bleeding Gums play some music together, and making the whole hospital dance too. Which Bleeding Gums also said that he doesn't really ever had a family to come and visit him. He only had one brother that doesn't visit him either. because he became like a doctor. And he gives Lisa his saxophone for good luck for her audition. So the night of the school, we see Principal Skinner and we see the kids that are going to be performing. Lisa and the others that are going to be playing, Martin and Ralph. And yeah, they start playing, which they start booing, and then Lisa starts playing Bleeding Gum's saxophone, which they start cheering. And when she goes to see Bleeding Gums, she realizes that he's not there in his room, and when she tells the nurse, she breaks the news that Bleeding Gums passed away. So yeah, Bleeding Gums is dead now. And of course, Lisa is sad, because that was, of course, her hero. Bleeding Gums was obviously her jazz hero. And obviously, she's crying, which I can only imagine losing a hero like that. And yeah, she's still crying, and Homer comes in trying to cheer her up and kind of making things worse, talking about Snowball and talking about how Lewis can get another jazz musician, and Maggie putting her pacifier in Homer's mouth. And Bart saying this whole thing of after you die you come back as something else, and him saying that he wants to be a butterfly. And we see this imagining dream thing that happened when the cops arrest and Principal Skinner while Bart's a butterfly. Yeah, pretty much Lisa goes over to Grandpa Simpson. He's like all scared with different things, and yeah, Lisa's still sad. And Homer's saying to get a tattoo, which he gets a band that he doesn't even like, and Grandpa Simpson obviously still being scared. So she comes over to the cemetery, where it's only the pastor and her are there, which he keeps messing up his name, which she wants all of Springfield to know the name. And the hot dog guy comes once again, and Marge is like, do you just follow Homer around for the hot dogs? And then he says that that's what Homer makes what his kids go to college. And then the lawyer comes to Bart pretty much and giving him $500, showing these different lawyers, and yeah, he's wondering what the $500 he's going to use for, which doesn't end well for him. And of course, Homer starts singing Mary's Had a Little Lamb, and Lisa has the idea to do a tribute to Bleeding Gums, which they don't have his album. And we see this morning talk guy, and yeah, when she sees that it's $250, he prices it to $500, and she's wondering where she's gonna find $500, which she sees some money, which gets carried away by Mr. Burns, and she tries to chase it, but Bart has the $500 and sees, of course, this plaque of Steve Allen, and he says, once he notices Lisa, he looks at the Bleeding Gums album, which he actually got. Yep, Bart actually stood up for Lisa, and of course, he showed exactly how he's going to get pretty much another 500 ones. So Lisa obviously hoping that this will work, and yeah, pretty much it gets zapped at the radio, and yeah, his song is playing and everybody's starting to enjoy it. And the chief of police pretty much gets knocked out by poison gas, and Bleeding Gums appears as in the clouds pretty much, telling Lisa thank you. And we see Mufasa, then we see Darth Vader, and then we see this other guy, which Bleeding Gums is telling all of them that she's trying to talk to Lisa, and they're like, sorry. Which, yeah, Lisa doesn't want him to go, which he's like, what the heck, playing one more time, which they start playing together to end the episode. A good but sad episode as well. Sad to see that Bleeding Gums did die in this one, but at least Lisa managed to do something great to remember him by. So yeah, that will conclude this episode. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's one of the reasons to don't see anything new. Let me know what y'all think. Catch you on the next one. Bye.